expert here who is going to present himself, introduce himself, and I'll just shortly go through the today's program. So we're going to start with opening remarks, then have presentation of report on batteries, and then in the afternoon have a presentation or report on transport review of Samoa. Of course, we'll have discussion following each presentation of the reports, but let me call first my colleague, Ose Simano, to open with a prayer.
Ya, puna mai tu wala te te ita tu se tal. Ma tu watu wala wafio ni tu la nasu ni tayau ma tu te faftai fa manu mal fa de tanga do swafa. No lo wala fu mo wa ngale dei. Lo tu ma be ni mo la fa na ni yasu we mo ni mai no. Bale so ifu wa fu se tasi. Po kana de ta wa faftai te ma. Faftai mo le ola mala malosia me se le yaso fa popo lo matu ola faftai fo ole pui pui nga me tausina o matu nei ola mo feno matu fa tasia i lano nei malu ya matu te tu inatu ni yaso me pokalami la o fio so so ni mai lo matu vai vai mo lo matu fa tawa ta pola tango ina ya matu te fa mo mo la i lo so so ni mai ina ya mo se ai ya awale man wi o Samoa awa foi falelia o ngalwenga o omlanga lo ngalue ma tofia o tofia I mato te tuatu fuli ni yaso mo fa mo uma tama ya bui leo la fio lo mato le yola ya mato fa ya me uma ya to te fina ngalo ya I manuia I le vi ngo lo mato tua o mato sego mato o leo mato te talo ya lo fa ngalo mai tu paio lo wal pere si ke viso lo matu ni lo matu fa o wala ni ta amen.
Thank you. May I now call CEO of Ministry of Works, Transport and Infrastructure, Fuitu Pai, to give us the opening remark. Thank you.
Fio ulu tanga vela para kutoma malu Samoa. Fio suyo tanga vela. Se foi na fio chupu mai o pai o chacho tasi na le tayau. E a tau lava man fala o tele o te whawhiroa I tuai. I au tau o fio. Na o chacho telia mai o whatarula. Ya tātou te mafuta le nei tai au, e o si tasi o malo ni tā uru along, e lo wha mai ma tātou malo. Ki rola mai, ke re tō nia I tō tūti, a mo whaakiroa me lava ni nei ki la, ia, e no si tasi o malo ni tā ua, ke mai ma tātou malo. Malo se ni roa, ni mā, ki mai am tā mai au, I le tātou malo nei, tātou maso ai, tātou soala pule, wala basi. Sine nei atini mo tātou mawenga ro tau whai nei. Members of the Diplomatic Corps, representative of the Embassy of Japan, Ms. Tomomi Ishikawa, Your Excellency, Deputy Resident Representative for the United Nations, Member of the Public Service Commission, heads of government agencies, representatives of government agencies, representatives of private sector, the UNDP Project Coordination Team, Bologna Vai and Associates, consultancy firm, ladies and gentlemen. As the focal point for the government of Samoa for this particular project, I would like to extend a warm welcome to everyone. Malo Seifua Malalangi and Ma. This is the Climate Action Pathway for Island Transport, CAPIT, in short, funded by the government of Japan and implemented by the United Nations Development Program. in collaboration with the government of Samoa's. Its aim is to drive urgent and inclusive decarbonization transformations in both land and maritime transport sectors. The project will expedite the adoption of electric vehicles and electric outboard motors for vessels, while also supporting policy reforms and initiatives aimed at reducing greenhouse gas emissions. These efforts align with Samoa's enhanced nationally determined contributions, NDCs, for the energy and transport sectors, with a target set for achievement by 2030. It is also aligned with targets prioritized and set forth in the Transport and Infrastructure Sector Plan 2023-2028. In pursuit of our national commitments towards climate change, the UNDP, in partnership with MWTI, LTA, and various government agencies alongside private sector stakeholders, we're closely and diligently endeavoring to mitigate greenhouse gas emissions for Samoa through this project. All this has been made possible with the assistance of the government of Japan, funding this regional project, which is worth $36.8 million US, with a country allocation of US 15 million for Samoa. For your information, there's 2 other countries that's part of this project. For that, we extend our sincere gratitude to the government of Japan. So let me thank everybody in advance for taking the time off of your busy schedules to attend today's session. I am sure your contributions will be extremely valuable in ensuring that we have a successful project, one that is going to have a major impact and will be sustainable for years to come. I would like to conclude that as a small island nation, we see ourselves as leaders when it comes to driving positive changes to combat global warming. The old adage, we punch above our weight, and that is Samoa. So having said all that, enjoy today's events, and I wish everyone here a lovely day. Thank you very much.
Thank you. May I ask now Deputy Resident Representative of UNDP in Samoa, Ms. Lorena Lineveda, to come to give her opening remarks. Thank you.
Good morning. So I'm glad that Fui has spoken before me and introduced quite a few of the acronyms I was going to use, so I don't have to introduce them myself. I'm just going to follow on from where he left. Chief Executive Officer of the Ministry of Works, Transport and Infrastructure, Lau'afioga Fuimau Simanu. Chief Executive Officer of the Land Transport Authority, Saganga Leilani Naluvao. Members of the Public Service Commission, government officials, representative of the Embassy of Japan, Tomomi Ishikawa-san, members of the automotive private sector and waste management sector, colleagues from UNDP, ladies and gentlemen, Talofa lava. I'm honored to address you this morning on behalf of UNDP. We are proud to support Samoa's green transformation through projects like CAPIT, aimed at accelerating the decarbonization of the land and maritime transport sectors. Through initiatives ranging from feasibility studies, procurement of technology, policy development, and capacity building to awareness raising, CAPIT works to help Samoa transition to electric mobility and establish a solid foundation for its nationwide adoption. Today's event marks the launch of the first 2 flagship reports developed through CAPIT that underscore the pressing challenges and opportunities Samoa is facing in its transition to e-mobility. These reports were prepared with the help of our colleagues at UNDP ITM, who are with us today, and the invaluable contribution of the government of Samoa through the various agencies that provided critical data, enabled by the generous financial support from our donor partner, the government of Japan. The first report that will be presented today highlights the needs to implement a circular economy approach to electric vehicles, EVs, and EV batteries. The CAPIT project will soon introduce 56 EVs and 20 plug-in hybrid vehicles to the government fleet to replace a number of internal combustion engine vehicles. With the rapid growth of EVs globally, there is an increasing need to maximize resource efficiency, minimize waste, and extend the lifespan of components through recycling and repurposing strategies. This approach is essential to ensure the sustainable growth of the EV industry and the popularization of EVs while addressing challenges such as the correct disposal of lithium-ion EV batteries. The second report we'll be presenting today delves into the current state of Samoa's land transport sector, analyzing trends in vehicle imports, registration, and driving license data. It highlights both the notable growth in the number of vehicles on island, particularly private vehicles like cars and pickups, and the gradual increase in the number of women among drivers. With the rapidly increasing number of vehicles, there is a crucial imperative to accelerate decarbonization to meet Samoa's ambitious NDC targets, also mentioned by FUI, and Sustainable Development Goals. As we strive to promote sustainable energy production and energy efficiency and shift investments away from fossil fuels to climate resilience, this baseline assessment emphasizes the need to bolster the country's electric grid's capacity to accommodate the anticipated surge in energy demand from electric land transport. We hope that you'll find the insights and actionable recommendations from the 2 reports useful, and that they will inform policymakers in crafting solutions that position Samoa as the leader in sustainable energy who successfully navigates the complexities of the land transport sector. And that's a challenge that many small island developing states face, many Pacific island nations face. So what we're doing here hopefully will also be an example to what they are doing, following us. Let us seize this opportunity to drive positive change and build a better tomorrow for future generations in Samoa and elsewhere. Whakatai te lava, māsaifua mai ia manuia.
Thank you, Verena. And without further ado, I would like to call representatives of ITM to first come here and introduce themselves, and then we'll start with presentation of technical policy, infrastructure, and technological solution for safe disposal and recycling of EV batteries in Samoa. So, Paula, please introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, good morning, and thank you very much also for having us here today. First of all, I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Paula Martinez. I'm part of UNDP. I'm coming from Copenhagen, a bit far from here. I'm green energy specialist, and I'm gonna now introduce our team and what we do. And also I'm coming here with my colleague, Hongi. He will introduce himself in a bit. But yeah, basically, before just going into the heart of the agenda of today, we just wanted to introduce a bit of who we are, what we do, and also for you to have an overview of the key aspects that have enabled these 2 reports that have been mentioned before. I also would like to extend a very warm greeting on behalf of my entire team that is right now in Copenhagen. This has been a collaborative effort, so it's not only about me and Hongi. We have a bunch of colleagues in Copenhagen that have participated in this report. So on behalf of them also, thank you very much for having us here and for giving us the opportunity to present you this today. We will try our best to guide you through all the presentations and try to answer all the questions that you may have. And yeah, just to give you a quick overview, as probably you are already aware, as part of UNDP's mission, which is to eradicate poverty and protect the planet, our team, which is ITM, Vlad mentioned before, it stands for Information Technology and Management Unit. We work with UNDP offices around the world, but also with other UN agencies and with other external humanitarian players to work towards the development of green energy, sustainable and cost-effective smart facility solutions that are adopted by what we call the smart facility model, that very quickly I'll present it to you now.
I'm sorry, due to time constraints, we'll have a group photo and then we'll continue. So please, can I call everyone for a group photo? Thank you.